A very good morning, students, and a very warm welcome. We are going to start new lesson. The name of the lesson is Public Expenditure and Social Welfare. It is in Module 3. Module 3, Lesson 3, Public Expenditure and Social Welfare. So let us start this topic. First, we will discuss about the significance of public expenditure. The primary objective of public expenditure is to generate maximum welfare. The following points bring out the significance of public expenditure. Number 1, provision of public and merit goods. Public expenditure provides the people of the country with public and merit goods. Public goods and services include defense, law and order, justice, transport infrastructure, water supply, etc. No citizen is excluded from the consumption of these goods. They are consumed equally and jointly by all, even by non-taxpayers also. Merit goods fall in a category between public and private goods. The increased consumption of these goods and services benefit the nation. For example, health, education, food supply, housing, etc. Merit goods are provided by both the private sector and the government also. Government's expenditure on merit goods includes subsidized housing, food, free education, health services, etc. The consumption of merit goods not only benefits the consumer of the goods but the entire society. The second point, meeting current consumption needs. In developed countries, the main aim of public expenditure is to maintain high level of consumption demand of goods and services or aggregate demand. In developing economies, current consumption demands are met through programs and schemes that are targeted primarily to the poor people. Next, capital expenditure. Huge capital expenditure is necessary to improve the productive efficiency and promote GDP growth. Capital expenditure also creates employment. Next, distribution of income. Public expenditure aims to reduce the gap between the rich and the poor. In developing economies, governments use various poverty reduction and employment generation schemes to improve income distribution. All these measures increase the real income of the poor people. Next, economic stabilization. Economic instability takes place in the form of inflation and recession. During inflation, public expenditure is reduced, and during recession and depression, public expenditure is increased. Next, economic growth and development. Productive public expenditure on infrastructure improves the productive capacity. Expenditure to keep aggregate demand high generates employment. Expenditure on social sectors helps to bring about development and better standard of living. Now we will discuss the new point, that is social welfare expenditure. The social welfare expenditure is divided into social insurance program and social insurance schemes in India. So the question can be, explain the social welfare expenditure. In that you have to include both the things. So first discuss social insurance program. Most developed economies provide social insurance schemes to their citizens, and following are the characteristics of social insurance. Number 1, compulsory participation. Most people are participating in social insurance programs because of legal requirement. Next, government sponsorship and regulation. Governments initiate and create social insurance programs but do not necessarily manage them. Next, contributory finance. The programs may be funded by the tax collection. A worker's contribution is fixed percentage of their income. Next, eligibility derived from contributors. Contributions. Eligibility of benefits under social insurance programs rests in part on current or previous contributions by the individuals and the employers. Benefits prescribed by the law. The benefits of the programs are defined by law. Benefits not directly related to contributions. Social insurance programs usually redistribute benefit in favor of lower wage workers. Next, separate accounting. Governments keep separate accounts showing comparison of program receipts and program benefits. Now we'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages of social insurance program. First we'll discuss advantages. They protect the vulnerable population from economic hardship. They generate social welfare and well-being of population. They help to reduce economic and social inequalities. They provide purchasing power to the poor people. They are considered to be the basis of welfare capitalism. Now, disadvantages of social insurance programs. Social insurance schemes contributions can prove to be a burden on the participants and employers. In some cases, there can be feeling of discrimination among those who contribute more. Social security measures can lead to reduced willingness to work and save. If these schemes are funded by taxes, it will reduce willingness and ability to work, save and invest of taxpayers. Many governments use social security measures for their political gains. Next, they may increase the fiscal burden to the government. This is about social insurance programs. 7 programs, advantages and disadvantages. Let us move to the next point. Social insurance schemes in India. Some of the important schemes, social insurance programs, government started and they are currently in operation. In that, following are the programs. Number 1, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, MNREGA, 2005. An employment guarantee program was implemented in 2006. It aims to enhance livelihood security in rural areas by providing at least 100 days or 100 days of wage employment in financial year to every household whose adult members volunteer to do the unskilled manual work. Second, Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. This part is of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao mission of the Government of India. It is a saving scheme targeted at the parents of girl children. It encourages parents to build funds for the future of the girl children. Pradhan Mantri Janadhana Yojana. This scheme aims at financial inclusion by offering basic financial services like saving account, deposit account, insurance, pension remittance, etc. It provides zero balance saving account, debit card facility and accident and life cover of 1 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. Next, Public Provident Fund. Public Provident Fund PPF scheme in 1968 is a tax-free saving scheme that was introduced in 1968. Interest earned on deposits in the PPF account is tax-free. It was launched to encourage savings among Indians in general, especially to encourage them to create a retirement corpus. Next, National Savings Certificate NSC. NSC is a Government of India saving bond used for encouraging small savings and income tax saving investment in India. It is a part of postal savings system of Indian Postal Service. These are issued for 5 and 10-year maturity and can be pledged to banks as collateral for availing loans. Next, Atal Pension Yojana. The scheme was launched in June 2015 with the objective of benefiting people working in the unorganized sector. Next, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. This is 1-year life insurance scheme, renewable from year to year, offering coverage to death. Next, Ayushman Bharat Yojana. It has two components: National Health Protection Scheme and Wellness Center. NHP will provide cashless treatment to patients. Wellness centers will provide primary care to patients. So these are the various insurance programs currently in operation in our country. In spite of these efforts, universal social coverage is far from being achieved. India spends approximately 1.4% of GDP on social insurance program, that is one of the lowest in Asia. Now here the entire topic is over. Students, there can be only two questions. Number one, discuss the significance of public expenditure, where you have to give the points. 6 points are there, so all 6 points you have to give for that. And the second question can be, explain what are the social insurance program and social insurance scheme. So when the question is there, what are social insurance programs, you have to give both the things. This is a social insurance program and social insurance scheme. So your answer, you have to cover everything in your answer. Okay, thank you very much.